ShowMeTheCurry.com. I'm Hital.
I'm Anuja, and today we're going to show you how to make keema butter. Now keema is basically ground or minced meat. You can use any type of meat. You can use goat or lamb or beef, chicken, turkey. Choice is yours.
And if you're a vegetarian, don't worry. If you eat eggs, then we'll show you a variation of this recipe using hard-boiled eggs. So here's what you'll need.
2 tablespoons oil, 1 bay leaf, 1 inch piece cinnamon stick, 1 black cardamom, 2 green cardamoms, and 2 cloves, 1 large onion finely chopped, 2 teaspoons each of minced ginger and minced garlic, green chilies finely chopped to taste, half teaspoon turmeric powder, red chili powder to taste, salt to taste, 2 teaspoons coriander powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 2 large tomatoes pureed, 6 hard-boiled eggs, half cup frozen peas, half teaspoon garam masala, a quarter to half cup water depending on desired consistency, finely chopped cilantro for garnishing. Right, for the keema, we are going to heat up a medium-sized pan on medium heat, and we're going to go ahead and put in the oil.
Now we're showing you 2 different variations of keema. So the beginning part is the same for both. So we're going to make the masala using double the quantity here than what our recipe says, and at the end we'll divide it out and show you the variation.
And once the oil is hot, we're going to go ahead and add in our bay leaf, the cinnamon sticks, the black cardamom, and the green cardamom and the cloves. Just going to give it a quick 30-second fry. Alright, we're ready for the onions. And we're going to go ahead and add in a little bit more salt once it's nicely mixed in. And we're going to let this cook for about 15 minutes, and then we'll add in the ginger garlic. Also, we're going to cover it so it just cooks a little faster.
Be sure to keep an eye on your onions and give a frequent stir so they don't stick at the bottom.
So it's been about 15 minutes, and we have actually stirred it in between as well. And the water is actually dried out. The moisture from the onion has totally dried out. And we're going to give it another good mix, and we're going to go ahead and add in the ginger and garlic paste. Okay. And another very good mix, and we're going to let it cook now in the open for another 5 minutes.
Okay, so our onions have browned now. And you can see the oil separating from the sides. So we can go ahead and add in some green chilies.
And we're going to also go ahead and add in our tomatoes. Give it a very good mix. And we're going to again wait for the oil to separate from the tomatoes and the onions. Also, we're going to go ahead and cover it at this time. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. We're going to give it a good mix, and from here onwards we're going to cook it uncovered.
So our masala is done now.
Yes, and actually we've cooked it a little bit more. If you notice, it's a lot darker than we usually keep our masala. And the reason why we do that is because we want the keema to have a very good dark color. And otherwise it's going to look bland, and you don't want that. So we cook it a little bit more than we cook our usual masala. Also, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and add the rest of the masalas. This is chili powder, red chili powder, optional, and the turmeric powder, the coriander powder, and the cumin powder. We're just going to give it a very good mix and then turn it off.
So we're going to show you 2 different ways to prepare keema. And we've made masala enough for both of them, so we're going to split this in half, and first we'll show you the egg version, egg keema.
Right. So for the egg keema, we've actually boiled the eggs, and they need to be hard boiled. The semi-soft ones will not work for it. And we have got a grater here. Now we're going to use the thicker grate, not the thin one, because otherwise it will get very mushy, and you don't want it to be, you know, mushy. You want it to have a texture.
Yeah.
You want it to have texture. You want it to have that keema texture. So we're going to go ahead and grate it. And this is what it's going to look like.
Wow.
Look at that. You can actually see the egg and the yellow. So that way the white will retain its shape, and you know, you can see the texture instead of just it becoming one big blob of, you know, curry. Right. And we're going to go ahead and do the rest of them. Okay, and we have divided the masala, and we're going to let it heat up again. And once it's heated up, we're going to go ahead and add in our eggs. Also, meanwhile, when that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and, we've got peas over here, frozen peas. I'm just going to put them in the microwave for a couple of minutes and just cook them a little bit so we don't waste time over there.
Okay, looks like it's heated up again.
Okay, and we can go ahead and add in the eggs. And we're going to mix it really well. And actually, at this point, we've got a little bit of water here, and we're going to put a little bit of water in there because you don't want it to be very dry, and egg yolks tend to be very, very dry. So we're going to add a little bit of water. It will help it mix, incorporate the whole thing, and it will not have that dry taste to it.
Alright, what do you think?
I think a little bit more water? Yes. So that was half cup earlier and another ounce later. Also, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt. And the green peas.
Oh.
And give it a good mix.
Okay, so for our final step, sprinkle with a little garam masala.
Yes. And it's done. It's a really quick recipe. If you have the masala made, if you made it in bulk like we do, you know, you just pull out one packet and just put in the eggs, and it's all done. It's great if you have unexpected guests, or you know, just any time of the day.
And packed with protein. You can't go wrong. The kids will love it.
Yes. So anyway, join us again on another episode of ShowMeTheCurry.com.
Adding a pinch of spice to your life.